Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Westmalle, and it is a bottle of the double, coming in at 7% ABV. Surprisingly enough, well, first of all, let's show you the bottle cap and the nicely presented ticket that come with the beer. But while I'm talking, I can show you the inside of this ticket. But I found this in my local supermarket, Westmalle Dubbel in Waitrose in the UK. Fantastic stuff. So there's the write-up of the history of the brewing, a life of prayer and work on the back there, if you want to kind of pause and play the video and read everything if you want to. I'll show you the back again. Again, if you want to pause and play the video to read everything. There we go. Done. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. So you've got your classic Trappist kind of neck. Nice smoky, look at that. Like a smoking gun. A nice smoky opening. Beer pouring out. I was expecting this level of carbonated head. It's a bottle conditioned beer. You always get a lovely head from a Belgian beer. Or a Belgian Trappist style ale. They're very carbonated. 3-finger off-white head. Beer in the glass is very dark, almost jet black if you like, but then you got that at the bottom. There you go, that red tinge. That's what I can see looking at the beer with my own eyes. The camera picks it up slightly different, but there you go. I mentioned earlier, very carbonated. It's bottle conditioned. They put a little bit of yeast in every bottle. It's the second fermentation process. It gives you all that natural carbonation. It's not forced carbonated. Just wanted to make that clear. Right, I want to get my nose into the beer then. Oh wow, 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 and it's that lovely Belgian kind of dryness. It's got me salivating. It's perfumed, it's perfumed, it's dry, it's a bit of lemon, a bit figgy, brown sugar, candied sugar, and time to dive in. Cheers everybody. For 7% ABV, that's a belter, absolute belter of a beer. Lovely warming sensation as the beer goes down into your stomach, slides down your throat. It's very drinkable. It's carbonated, but it's not a thick gloopy beer that you might expect. It's more, I know this might sound strange, but it's more like a dunkel. Like it's more like a dark lager in the way it feels, not in the taste, in the way the beer feels in the mouth and when you're swallowing it. It's thin, it's carbonated, very refreshing. It's musty. Like a musty, it's almost like you go into a maybe a damp room, a dank, damp, dusty room where the roof's leaking, and you take a deep breath and you kind of get that kind of mustiness. It's strange but I pick it up in the beer, but it fits very well. I like this style. It's a style that grows on you. Let's get some more then. It's almost red grapey. It's prune. Loads of candied sugar. It is sweet, like a brown. This beer reminds me of a brown sugar and a candied sugar. It's got a combination of the two, but great stuff. Great stuff. And I was so surprised. Pardon me. There's loads of sediment in there. I've already explained the second fermentation process, why this beer is so carbonated. I will show you in a moment if you don't know. But let's take a second to reflect on the beer. This wonderfully brewed Trappist beer. Let's have a second to look at it. And smell it and caress it. Let's put it in between my two kind of fingers and let's really connoisseur this beer. It's lovely. It's lovely, and I'm now so pleased that I can get it in my local supermarket. It's a great thing. I would like your comments in the comments box, and the reason is that I'll ask you a question. Has this beer changed? Westmalle Dubbel, have you had it years ago? Has it changed? Because obviously if you're starting to hit British supermarkets, they're having to upscale in production, in producing the beer. And you've got to wonder, it might just be a one-off where my local supermarket maybe got a batch of this. But if this is a continued kind of thing, if this is, because it's selling out quickly, there's a lot of people buying this. I went in one day and they had a full rack of this stuff, and a few days later they were down to their last 3 bottles. So people know about it, they know it's in there. If they carry on, if they've upped the production, has it changed? That's my question to you guys. Put it in the comments box. Because I don't know, it's the first time I've tried the beer. I like it, I think it's very, very good. I'm going to give it a rating. I like the dryness, I like almost the tartness of the beer. It's almost like a kind of strangely jammy taste. It's sweet, brown sugar, candied fruit, candied sugar. It's a bit of lemon, bit of spice. It's great. It's a great beer. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me, Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to my daily beer reviews. One moment. I promise to show you. See them little bits and pieces floating around? That's the yeast. That's the second fermentation process. Look it up on Google. And cheers!